Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Maralin, and I am also known as the Earthquake Lady. It says so on my business card. I was given that name 17 years ago by the Red Hills Middle School in Richfield, Utah. I travel all over the state giving preparedness presentations for schools, colleges, all types of businesses, senior daycare centers, hospitals, fire departments, churches, you name it. I've been there. Every year I go down to Richfield and they always announce the Earthquake Lady's coming, so that's who I really am. I started working for the Department of Public Safety, Division of Emergency Management, 18 years as a secretary. In order to graduate, we had to take classes. And during one of the classes, stand up and talk about any disasters, tornado, flood, earthquake. Me being the new girl on the block at that time, I didn't know what to talk about. I did not know what the office was all about. I did not know everybody in the office. And I did not know what preparedness was. Serious. I do have Band-Aid peroxide in the medicine cabinet. I do have food storage, water storage, but I did not have emergency kits put together like you see a few up here. So that means my children grew up all these years without an emergency backpack. So think of that one. By watching videos, listening to people's experience with disasters, and we see it on the news all the time. Back east, they have their high wind, flood, tornado, foreign countries, tsunamis, major earthquakes, California with all their earthquakes. The states all around Utah has their wildfires. Where Utah, we do not have tornadoes, we do not have earthquakes, and we don't have power outages. Okay, you're listening. I wanted to see if you were listening. All right, we have had all of the above. Tornadoes? Yes. Expect tornadoes in the future in our state. There will be a warning if a tornado will touch down. So you will have time to prep and take cover. Earthquake, there is no warning, but we can be prepared before an earthquake occurs, know what to do during an earthquake, and things what we need to do after an earthquake. And that is why I'm here this evening, to remind you what to do when this ground starts moving like this way, this way, this way, and severely. It is suggested not to panic, run out of a building, run into a building during ground shaking. Gravity will greet you. You have chimney bricks, roof tiles, windows above, could shatter, fall, and hurt you as you're leaving, entering a building. It is suggested to stay where you are and take cover. I will tell you the safe areas, whether you're home, at work, any type of building, how to protect yourself. If you happen to be at the grocery store, yes, this will protect you at the store. Not this one, the bigger one. And what to do if you are driving. Utah is vulnerable. People don't know what to do. They panic and they run. Where are you going? It's shaking all over. So it is suggested, stay where you are, take cover. How many of you experienced an earthquake? Quite a few of you, so you know what it has done, what it will do. No matter how severe, how mild the shaking is, it's frightening. We're not used to the floor moving, the walls, chandeliers swaying, and things falling. you will experience an upset stomach. You will definitely feel dizzy. That's where the motion sickness kicks in. And that is why it is suggested to squat down, take cover. The shaking could bring one knee up, the other knee down. It will definitely knock you down. So squat down, sit in a chair so you don't fall. Okay, take cover. How many of you, by chance, carry a Band-Aid in your purse or wallet? Good, keep it up. Good, a few of you. Very good. The rest of you can bleed. That's how ready I was. I did not carry a Band-Aid in my purse, and I do now. I will tell you at the end of the presentation why I'm asking you this question. All right, here we go. The safe areas, whether you're home, at work, any type of building, your inside solid wall, solid corner is a safe place to take cover. At home, the center wall is a safe place to take cover. Most hallways are located in the center part of the home. That is the center wall. Go against the wall, squat down, cover your head, especially in public buildings. You have ceiling tiles, light fixtures. These will definitely loosen, fall, and hurt you. So don't be the curious cat and walk around and watch things fall as the ground is shaking, because things above and around can fall and hurt you. So train your brain what to do when this ground starts moving. Serious. No matter where you are, know what to do right now. Your outside window walls are weak. They may collapse. You do not want to go near outside walls. If you're in an area with windows, turn your back towards the glass. Let that glass shatter this way and not this way. So you, your spouse, children, grandchildren, go in each room at home and talk about the safe areas. Mom can be in the kitchen cooking, Dad's outside, the kids are watching TV, and we're getting hit with this major earthquake. You may not be able to get to one another. That's how severe the shaking could be. So do talk about the safe areas in each room at home. Your door frame is a safe place to take cover. Brace yourself in a door frame this way, any which way to keep yourself in the door frame. Watch the door itself so it does not slam, hit you in the face, pinch your fingers. Bathroom, closet, hallway is a safe place to take cover. Now, not all bathrooms are safe. You may have the sliding glass tub door or a glass shower door in your bathroom, so that is not a safe bathroom. So determine what the safe areas are throughout your home, your place of business, any type of building. Think to yourself what you would do when this ground starts moving. Fire, yes, immediately get out of your home, get out of a building. Earthquakes, you don't have time. You will put yourself in harm's way if you try to run. It's shaking all over, so you're not going to get away from the shaking. So train your brain what you would do no matter where you are, what you are doing. Okay, so do talk about this. The more you talk about these things and emergency kits, the more you will remember. We don't talk about preparedness every day. We worry about what we're going to fix for dinner, what to wear tomorrow. So talk about preparedness and what you would do no matter where you are to take cover. In business buildings, facilities, think to yourself or talk to your colleagues what you would do no matter where you are in your facility. A lot of public buildings have pillars. Pillars is a good place to go to. Go to a pillar, hug it, and pray a lot. So pillars is good, especially if you park underneath the garages, there's pillars. So if you happen to be at an underneath the parking garage and you're in your car and the ground starts shaking, don't try to drive out. Get out of the vehicle, go to a pillar and take cover. Don't run into the building, go to the pillar. That is a safe, solid area. So you do have a lot of options throughout your home, place of business. See what? Tables, chairs, desks, counters, you can take cover. So train your brain. When this starts moving and you realize it's an earthquake, take cover. Some of you may not be able to get underneath tables and chairs and hold on because the ground shaking will move the table away from you. So that's why they call it the drop, cover, hold. Hold on to the legs. But some of you cannot get down, all the way down to the floor. So sit down, cover your head. If you have books, a purse, anything in your hand, use it. Or just use your hand. But again, don't be the curious cat and look around because things could fall and hit you and hurt you. So train your brain, okay? All right, if you happen to be outside, stay outside. Talk to the children, grandkids about this. Stay outside. Stay away from overhead wires, trees, buildings, fences, signs, light poles. Just get out in the open, squat down, and ride it out. Afterwards, the kids can yell, "Mom, Dad, I'm out here." They'll let the kids know if it's safe to come into the house. So do include the children with the family emergency plan. They are part of the family. They need to know what to do, especially if Mom and Dad is away from the home and anything could happen. So the children, this is the best time to train our children, the 911, and just know what to do. And if they can't get through to you with the cell phone, they can call the out-of-state contact person, aunt, uncle, grandparent, friends, and get through due to an earthquake. You may not get through locally with your house phone or cell phone, but you can get out long distance. So the information you're receiving will explain this method. And have your intermediate family call your aunt or uncle and let them know your whereabouts, that you are okay, especially due to this earthquake. Preparedness is for any type of emergency, and I'm focusing on earthquake because Utah is due for that big one that you've been hearing about for years now, and so it's time for us to just be more prepared and train your brain so you don't get hurt. I will demonstrate an earthquake with this house model. I'm not here to frighten you about earthquakes, but so you can see why it is important to take cover right now. Things are falling and you could get hurt. Also, I will show you things, what I've done throughout my home to keep from financial hardship, injuries, and death. It's not so much the structure of your home, it's the contents that fall and hurt people. And that's what this board is all about. Simple things you can get at the local hardware store to secure heavy pieces of furniture to the wall with L-shaped brackets. If you don't want to put holes in your furniture, then check out the furniture strap. And there's also one in the back to see about. And then I will talk about the furniture strap in a minute here. But right now, I still want to protect Utah. Tell you the safe areas. Okay, so home, place of business, any type of building, inside solid wall, solid corner, safe place. Stay away from outside walls and windows, turn your back, door frames, furniture. You have a lot of options to take cover. Hallways, pillars, closet, things like that, okay? All right, if you happen to be at the store, you're walking down the aisle shopping and all of a sudden the floor's doing this thing and you can barely stand up. To keep that can of tomato soup from hitting you in the head, you can squat down, put your head under the basket. This is solid with you right now. So you can squat down, put your head under the basket. Things on shelves you have on both sides can throw canned goods, bottles, boxes at you. You could get hurt. Depends on the shaking. And they're not going to just slide and fall straight down. They will be shooting all over. So squat down, put your head. If you have others with you, all of you, squat down, put your head under the basket. You can also tilt the basket if you're able to, shove everything out, put your head inside. Especially if you have small children, babies with you, brace them underneath you, put your head inside. That way things are falling and it won't hurt you and the children. If you're carrying one of those hand baskets with the handle, dump those eggs, squat down, put it over your head. Don't worry about those eggs. Serious. So yes, this will protect you at the grocery store. And so next time you go shopping, practice. What? People just walk by and go, what are you doing? I'm practicing for an earthquake. Will you help me up, please? But don't dump those eggs, because you'll have to pay for those. Do not panic and run through the store to get out. Because if you see one person run, we all follow. You're going to meet at the same time, kicking, screaming, crying, fighting, trying to get through this crowd of people. The door could be jammed, power's out, and not only that, the big picture window in front of the store could shatter and hurt you. So you don't want to be near that area. Stay where you are, take cover. If you happen to be in an aisle throwing canned goods, bottles, boxes at you, just get out of that aisle, keep an eye out so you don't get hurt. And if it happens while you're shopping, I hope you're in the tissue aisle at least. There is. How many of you have been to the store called Bed Bath & Beyond? Oh, don't you just love that store? But every time I walk inside that store, I'm doing this thing. You know, they actually stock utensils, butcher knives, pots and pans, furniture, all the way to the ceiling. So if you happen to be at a store like Bed Bath & Beyond, and we're having this major earthquake, good luck. That is one place I hope I'm not at when we do have this big one. Even their aisles are so narrow, but no matter where you are, be aware of your surroundings so you don't get hurt, okay? And you can do this. So by thinking to yourself, talk to your friends, relatives, children, what to do, okay? Fire, get out. Earthquake, take cover. Okay? Simple. All right. If you are driving, you won't know we're having an earthquake because you're moving. But your car will. Your car will be doing this thing. And first thing you're going to think of is flat tire. And then you're going to see some unusual sights out there. You may see trees doing this. It depends on the shaking. They could uproot right in front of your eyes. Things are falling off the buildings, bricks from this roof, glass shattering. And so all this is going to be slow motion, serious. And then you're going to realize this is an earthquake and you're doing this thing. quickly look in the rearview mirror, and if you're able to, pull off to the side of the road, stop the car, turn off the engine, stay in the vehicle. You're on tires, you're on shocks. You will be okay. Try to stay away from overhead wires, trees if you can. After the shaking, check the road, make sure there's no downed wires, debris, go ahead and proceed. But I guarantee, when Utah, Salt Lake City, South Jordan get hit with this big one, you may not get very far on the side street, highway, especially the freeway. The freeway will become a parking lot. Do not, I repeat, do not abandon your vehicle. They ask not to leave your vehicle because you will contribute to blocking the freeway. And who they are? UDOT, Utah Department of Transportation. You know, on the freeway, they have cameras all over. They are watching you. So don't leave your vehicle. I know we just got hit with this major earthquake. You can't get through to your family, and you're just sitting there. Be patient. UDOT Highway Patrol will get these cars moving, but it may take a long time. Now, if you are on a side street, a highway, and you're able to pull your car off the roadway, park it, start walking, do it. That's my plan, because you may see a long line of cars stopped, and they can't go forward, backwards, turn around, whatever. The cars cannot move, or the road itself could be severely damaged. So as long as you can pull your car off the roadway, park it, start walking. That is why I have comfortable walking shoes in my vehicle. I wear high heels, and so underneath my desk at work and in my vehicle, I have comfort to walk home. Gentlemen, dress shoes hurt feet too, so have comfortable walking shoes in your vehicle. During the summer, our children, just like us, wear flip-flop sandals, so have walking shoes in the vehicle for the children also, okay? So that's my plan. The freeway is a different story. There's nowhere to pull over onto the freeway. They ask not to pull into the emergency lanes. They want to keep those emergency lanes open for emergency vehicles to go back and forth. So be patient. UDOT Highway Patrol will get these cars moving, but it may take hours, hours. That is why it is important all of you have a good emergency car kit in your vehicle. How many of you have a box of tissues in your car right now? Good for you, good. Keep it up. The rest of you can wipe your nose on your sleeves. So, box of tissues, good. How many of you have an umbrella in your vehicle? Wonderful. These items are good to have in your vehicle. There's also 4 other items you should have in your vehicle waiting for you out in the parking lot. And you know I'm going to say flashlight. I suggest 2 in your vehicle. What if that only flashlight you have in your vehicle, oh, darn it, I forgot to update the battery. Well, here you have a backup. If one doesn't work, the other will. Every Christmas, I give my children, grandkids, other relatives, friends, something to add to their emergency kit. So one year, I gave 2 per vehicle in the household and 1 for each room. That was my flashlight Christmas that year. And so start a new tradition. Give something to add to emergency kits. Our children will not go out and buy flashlights, even though they don't cost that much, or shovels for their cars. They won't. So start a new tradition, keep a list. That's what I have done, is so I don't duplicate. And every year I would give something to add to their kit, even to add to food storage, water storage. So start a new tradition. There's all types of flashlights out there. Battery, the crank, the more you crank, the longer the light will stay lit. There's the shake and squeeze. So there's all types of flashlights out there. So have 2. When one doesn't work, the other will, okay? All right, living in Utah, it would be nice to have a shovel in your vehicle. Your folding shovels are nice because they don't take that much room. You can purchase these everywhere. Emergency stores, sports stores, Army, Navy stores, Kmart, Walmart, Shopko's in the camping section. Tighten the handle to dig your way out of snow, mud, dirt, sand. You can tighten the handle and dig this way. And if you're stranded and you need to make a fire, there's rough edges here to chop twigs up to start a fire. So one year, everybody received a shovel from me. And you will hear me mention store names and prices. I am not promoting stores. I shop all over. So when you know there's bargains, text, email, call, let everybody know where the bargains are. So you will hear me mention stores. Recreation Outlet, downtown Salt Lake, 33rd South State Street. They have shovels. It's a smaller version. It's in a pouch, and it has sharper teeth for $4.99, so it does not cost a lot. You can get shovels and other emergency items at any store in the camping section. So emergency items all over, okay. However many people travel in your vehicle, have 3 jackets or 3 blankets. You can have a wool, flannel, fleece blanket, or an emergency blanket, space blanket, solar blanket, minor blanket. This blanket has so many names to it, it's the same material. Your firefighters use this material. It looks like tin foil, aluminum foil, but it's stronger than tin foil. It will eventually wear and tear, but you can use this over, and over. You can go outside during the coldest winter day without a coat on and wrap yourself up inside this, and you will start sweating because your body heat stays inside this mylar material. And if you're stranded, great for reflection, to attract attention. And the 4th item I have in my vehicle is water. I have 2 cases of bottled water underneath the floor of my van. You need to keep an eye on your vehicle water. During the winter, there's not enough freeze expansion room to allow the water to expand. It'll end up splitting the plastic. Especially the extreme summer heat. If the water is hot, because our vehicles get hot, for a long period of time, it'll create bacteria and the water becomes contaminated. So what I've done over the years, and it has worked, I put 1 case of bottled water in the center part of the emergency blanket, and I wrapped it like a present and put it underneath the floor. During the 2-3 extreme summer months, on a weekend, I will open up the van floor door, unwrap the water, and I'll fill it. If it's warmer than lukewarm, yes, I'll take that water out, put it in the house, cool down, put some in the refrigerator, and drink it, and start all over. That way, I'm rotating my vehicle water. Drink it, use it, but keep an eye during the hot summer days. Don't let it get hot, okay? And then check the expiration date. 1, 2, up to 3 years shelf life. This is good for home stored emergency water. People on road trips always have water in your vehicle. I even have 2 cases underneath my desk at the office. So have water no matter what, always. Because due to a major earthquake, the water system could go down, or you can turn the faucet on, the water's running, but the water's not safe to drink. So have emergency stored water with you at home, okay? All right, so at least have those 4 items in your vehicle. There's one more item that is really important, and that is whistles. I have whistles in the back, in a basket, and a box here. Ladies, put a whistle in your purse. Gentlemen, on your key ring, in your glove compartment, your desk drawer. Every day, all day, we have to wear our ID badge, so I have a whistle hanging with my badge. Have whistles on all your emergency kits. Folks on wheelchairs, walkers, should have a whistle attached to their mobile. Because if their chair stops working, or they fall down and they're yelling, "Help me," their voice isn't getting far because it's noisy out there. You're hurt, you're in pain, you can't get that voice out there. So blow, blow, blow. Don't just blow it once, keep blowing. Somebody bound to hear the whistle sound, you will be rescued. So something this small can make a big difference. I suggest our school students should have a whistle attached on the outside of their school backpack. And I tell the students, don't go blowing the whistle because mom and dad will hear from the teacher. But it's for stranger danger. If they feel threatened, they can just, that whistle's right there, blow, 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 stranger danger. Same with us, those that go walking, jogging, ride your bikes. You're not safe out there without somebody bothering you. So if you have a whistle with you, blow, scare them off, you know. So always in your nightstand, have whistles with you always. Okay. All right. Any questions so far? Oh, way back there. Talk loud.
What's more vulnerable in a home, being built on clay or sandy soil? I'm on sandy soil, and I've heard two different things about it. That it could be safer on that than clay, because clay would not move, and I've also heard that sandy soil would.
And you know what? I could hear you, but I couldn't understand you.
Clay and sand soil.
So what did he say?
Clay and sand soil.
The what?
Which is worse, clay soil or sand soil?
Oh,
Under your
liquefaction or clay. Clay is hard, solid. In your books now, I'm not really a pro with all the different types of dirt, and so read your purple book, Putting Down Roots.
Is there more books?
And I apologize because I couldn't understand you. Putting Down Roots in Earthquake Country. It'll give you fault maps, liquefaction, and give you, read this information, and on the very back, other online resources to refer to about preparedness. So read this, it will help you. So afterwards, come on up and then ask me that question again, okay? Yes, ma'am.
Do you have more books? 'Cause some people got some of us didn't.
The what now?
Books.
They're in the back, on the table.
I just came in and said.
Yep. Very well put together preparedness book. Understand earthquakes. Don't just get it and put these things away. Have more knowledge. Don't have the fear of this earthquake. Have knowledge, and this will help you understand why Utah has earthquakes. And you know what? Utah has over 700 to 800 earthquakes per year. Serious. And you're thinking, when? How come I never feel them? If you felt the ground tremor like this, you think it's a diesel that hit a manhole or something. It could be a small tremor, and it's good that we have small tremors to release pressure. But that does not mean we're going to get away with the big one that you've been hearing about all these years. So read it, understand it, and have more knowledge. Yes, ma'am.
Whenever somebody asks a question, would you mind repeating that before you answer? Because I don't hear the question.
Right.
So then the answer doesn't mean.
Exactly. And if you have a question, if I had one of those hand mics, then we would definitely get that to them. So talk loud and clear so the ones in the front can hear. And you know, I'm hard of hearing. I do wear a hearing aid, and I don't see that far to lip read, so do talk clearly and loud. Okay, so this is what you want to read right here. Okay. So have those items in your vehicle. Now, you are receiving a list of the basics. That's what you see on these boards. It looks overwhelming, but if you really look at these boards, it's not. The basics, you can see that you don't need big things of shampoos and lotion, tissue, things like that. Trial-sized items in your emergency kit. So it'll be compact and it's lightweight. And every member of the household should have their own emergency backpack. And we're all different. Put the basics, then add your personal needs. Just like our teenage girls, they should put their personal feminine hygiene supplies in their emergency kit. Our younger children put entertainment items in the emergency kit. And folks that wear dentures should put denture supplies in their emergency kit. I even have nail glue in my kit. If I break a nail, that's a disaster to me. So, serious. And don't forget the house pets. They are part of the family also. Hurricane Katrina, those folks were told they could not take their pets with them. Whoever started that, a lot of folks wouldn't leave because they couldn't take their companions with them. And a lot of those folks did not make it themselves. So, Utah learned from that. So you know what this is all about, folks? If you receive a knock at the door, just like Harriman, Saratoga Springs last summer with all the fire, you receive that knock at the door, your family need to leave your home. Your kits are pre-made, ready to grab, and you're out of there. Same for your house pet. Have a kit. Extra leash, whatever your pets require. Pack the same treats that they always, and food they always eat. Don't put strange food in there. They won't eat. They'll end up getting sick on you. So pack the normal foods they eat, and you can put water pouches in. Some will hold a half a cup, some a cup of water. And what's good about the water pouches, I just have it in a plastic container. The shelf life, 5 years, the water pouches, and you can get those at any emergency stores, Army, Navy stores, they're all over. So my dog I've been practicing with my dog to put his vest on. because at first I had to fight with him to get his vest on him. So if I need to leave home, this is going to go on him. Here's his leash. He has his dish here, it's the folding dish, and his little blanket. And then his backpack has his food, treats, and some water pouches. And notice I have a whistle on his backpack. I'm trying to teach him how to blow a whistle. Wish me luck. So anyway, have an emergency kit for your pets too, because authorities are not going to stand at the door and wait for you to put emergency kits together. You need to grab and you're out of there. So this is my plan. All my emergency kits, my food bucket, my porta potty, my emergency kit, sleeping bags, lanterns, my stove, everything is stored out in my garage. And I have metal shelves all around my wall. The middle shelf between the cars are the grab and go. So have a plan how you can get to your kits right now. And don't store any of your kits in the basement of your home. Store on the main level, garage, camper, RV, trailer, home away from home. I don't have that. So all my things are right there, ready to grab, throw it in the vehicle, and I'm out of there. So have that plan, okay? All right, and so every member should have their own emergency kit. So the reason why you would want things in your kits, entertainment items, because if you're asked to go to American Red Cross Shelter in Place, school, church, any center, then you're away from home, the children have things to occupy them till you can go home. So my plan, if I need to leave my home, all my things are out in the garage. I'm going to grab my purse. I'm going to get the rest of my pills from the bottle in the medicine cabinet, throw them in my purse. I'm going to go to the closet next to my kitchen and grab these. I have 5 of these bags, and I'll just fill what I can. I'll go to the refrigerator, put the milk, juice, bologna, cheese, bread, cookies, crackers, and fill it tight. Whatever's cold stays cold for many, many hours. This is food that will provide you and the children right now till other food becomes available. I used to purchase these at Walmart. They're at all your stores everywhere, but I discovered the Dollar Tree has them for $1. So one Christmas I gave my kids 4 per household, because even if it cost $1, our kids will not do this. So it's really up to us to give these things to them for Christmas. And it's peace of mind. And keep a list of what you have given to your children so you don't duplicate. So $1, this is great to have on hand. All right, and here's your water pouches. Some have a half a cup, some have a cup, and the shelf life 5 years. So this is good. Mom with babies should have water in their diaper bags. Emergency kits, so this is good. I put mine in a Ziploc bag just to help protect them, and so these are good to have also. So have all your kits stored where you can easily grab and go. That's what this is all about. I also made a portable potty. So here's your basics that you're receiving in your packet back there. Inside, things you may have in your vehicle. Check mark, see what you have, and see what you could add to your vehicle. And on the very back, portable potty. Again, due to an earthquake, the water system may go down. We cannot shower, brush our teeth, we won't have drinking water, and we cannot use the toilet. So here's your backup. There's all types of portable potties out there. I like the bucket style because everything has a handle, everything fits inside, so it's just easy to cargo. And the secret to the porta potty is the kitty litter. So what you'll do is line the bucket with plastic bags, just like you see right here, and sprinkle a little bit of kitty litter, not the whole bottle, just a little bit. After 2-3 use, take the old plastic out of the bucket, tie it in a knot, throw it in the garbage, start all over. Kitty litter hardens, absorbs the droppings, and keeps it from smelling. And the reason why I have it in a liter bottle because it's tall, it's narrow, and it fits right down inside the porta potty. And so all this fit in here. Take things out of boxes so you can have more room to add toilet tissues. And I put mine in plastic, and I also have the machine that sucks the air out. And so protect your paperwork and have a portable potty handy in case the water system goes down. Now, don't line your real toilet with plastic and use the kitty litter. If you get 1 ounce of kitty litter in your plumbing, you will run into major problem. So don't even think of that. Just the bucket gets the kitty litter, okay? All right. I made 12 for Christmas one year. I brought them all up from the basement, lined them up in the living room like soldiers, put the lid up, it was saluting, and I had the camcorder on everybody. And the kids are like, what are those? So I explained to them, just like I did to you, and they're okay. Again, our children will not put something like this together. And you know, it's not just for an emergency. Remember in the early days, our parents used to drive all over the canyons looking for outhouses so we can picnic there. Well, we don't do that. We go wherever we want, and we take our porta potty with us. Not this one, it's a display. Just wanted to make sure. So yeah, and then also, here's a little tip, a light, because there's no power. And I put Velcro, and you can get these. This is the under-the-counter lights, the in-the-closet lights that you can get where the light bulbs are at any stores. So this is so when there's no power, so you don't miss. Yeah, so that's what that's all about. Okay, so be creative, make a porta potty. That is an important kit to have. So you have, here it is, make somebody you love a portable potty, especially a retirement. Give them a porta potty. Bye. You know? Okay, so any questions with the emergency kits? And yes, ma'am.
This is kind of graphic, but do you urinate somewhere else, or is that just for solid waste?
Oh gosh.
Is that just for solid waste or for liquid waste too?
It's for both. It's for both. That's why I say you're just going to use it 2-3 times. Don't use it till it's full to the rim. Yeah, just use it a couple times, and then the kitty litter will plump it and harden it, keep it from smelling. So it's for both. It works for your cats. It works for humans. I know because I tried it. So, okay. All right. I also made a food bucket, and I lined my food bucket with this bag because it's stored out in the garage. This will help keep the heat and the cold from hurting my food inside the bucket. And the bucket you can get everywhere, and it comes with the white lid, and then you have that tool that you have to use to pry off the lid. The more you use that, pry off the lid, the more it will lose its seal. So now they've come out with the Gamma Seal lids. It screws, you can have the ring pound it down with a mallet, rubber hammer, and then the lid screws off and on as many times as you want. Walmart has them they go up and down, $5.99, $6.99. They're different colors. Mice, bugs, spiders, dirt is not going to get into my food bucket. So this was great to have food with you. Okay, I am going to, before I demonstrate the earthquake, you don't want any of your kits to go rotten. By the way, this was a real banana. A co-worker found this in one of the state vehicles, not mine, and put it on my desk because he knew I would put this to use. This is to remind you not to let any of your kits go rotten. You keep a calendar. You keep track of paydays, what bills to pay, holidays, birthdays. Mark a date, take all the batteries out of your emergency kit, use them in the house, the batteries in the house, put them in your emergency kit. So rotate those batteries back and forth till you know they're really running low. Use those because your batteries in the kits are just sitting there. So every 6 months, read your information and rotate your batteries. And every 6 months, check your food storage expiration dates, your water storage. Eat this food, rotate, rotate, rotate. Everything you purchase has an expiration date, so keep track with your calendar. The month of April is earthquake month. Every school in the state of Utah should have their earthquake drills. In fact, how many of you heard of the Utah Great Shakeout? April 17th at 10:15 a.m. The whole state of Utah participated. They registered. And in your information, I still put the Shakeout newspaper. And even though it's already passed, we're going to have a shakeout every year in the future. So read this so you'll understand what the shakeout is, and I think it's a great program. The more we get Utah to act and practice the drop, cover, hold for 1 minute, 60 seconds, it's almost like you're training your brain. So the more you practice, the more lives will be saved. Serious. So I think that's a great program. So watch out for 2014 Shakeout. Register. All it is we would like to get a head count and to see how many Utahns registered for this. Okay? The month of September is National Preparedness Month. We have daylight savings, general conference, your birthday. Let these special dates be a reminder to keep your kit updated, your food storage, water, and let the children's emergency backpacks grow with them. So keep track with a calendar, okay? All right, I am going to demonstrate an earthquake. The sound you will hear is the real sound of a California earthquake. Do I have any Californians here? A few, yes. So you will have goosebumps over goosebumps. This tape came from California. It sounds like a locomotive going right through your living room. Visualize your home. Your living room, bedroom, kitchen will get the worst damage. Dishes, things like that. This could be your office, it could be a library, this could be a store, a restaurant, and this is our classroom. And visualize your china cabinet as this is in motion. And your grandfather clocks, your bookshelves, the shelves out in the garage, the basement, your food storage shelves, children's toy shelves, books shelves, things like that. So visualize, and then you'll see why it is important to take cover right now. And then I will give you some tips, suggestions, some ideas, what I've done for my home to keep from a lot of damage. So visualize your home right now. I am not going to let a few seconds destroy what I worked hard for all my life. And that's all it's going to take is a few seconds to do this. My computer is not going to end up on the floor. My grandfather clock is not going to end up like that. My china cabinet, no. So you, your spouse, go in each room at home and talk about what heavy pieces of furniture you can secure to the wall to keep this from happening, to keep from injuries also. You are receiving this list in your packet, has your home on it. First thing it's going to indicate, make sure your water heater is secure. The newer homes, the water heater is already secure. Check it anyway. It's a building code, but we still have a lot of homes out there that the water heater is not secured. They used to secure water heaters in the early days with plumber tape, and now they say no. It's flimsy, it'll snap and break. So plumber tape is not a good secure. Your kit, I purchased mine, it was $13.99 years ago. They go up and down, just a couple dollars, and the heavy metal strap comes with the kit. So check your water heater, make sure it is secure. A lot of, also, your furnace and water heater may have the flex hose also attached to it. So those are good things to have already intact. So make sure this is #1 homework for every household in the state of Utah. Check your water heater. Make sure it's secured. Okay, and then as you read this list, it will give you suggestions, L-shaped brackets to secure heavy pieces of furniture to the wall to keep from falling. If you don't want to put holes in your furniture, here's the strap that comes in the kit. There's 2. And it's a heavy-duty Velcro, so this takes time. What you'll do is move your furniture away from the wall, find the studs. The strap needs to go into the studs. Same with the L-shaped brackets. If you're going to secure with L-shape, they need to go into the stud. And so find the stud, secure your strap, move your furniture back, bring this up, take the paper off, and stick this down on the top of the furniture. That way you're not putting holes in your furniture. This really does work, so check it out. They also have the strap style for your freestanding flat screen TV. You can purchase, I purchased this one at Walmart, where the flat screen TVs are in the wall mounts. And it's the same type of strap, and what it is, you'll put 2 on the back of the TV. This can either go to the base or to the wall. That because your flat screen TVs are going to be the first thing to go down because they're so tall and narrow. And so go through your home, rethink of things and secure heavy pieces of furniture so to keep from injuries. And also shelves. Rubber grip liner is good for shelves. It's not just for shelf lining, but it's good to keep things from sliding. Now, rubber grip does not guarantee things won't fall. Rubber grip guarantees things won't slide and fall. So, every shelf is lined. Even at the office, those binders are not going to come out into my face. My computer's right here. I have this underneath. And then you can get pre-cut round squares, different colors at all the stores. Even the dollar store has these. The bargain stores like Big Lots and all your stores has rubber grip liner. Put your lamps, plants, knick-knack, pottery, fish bowls, bird cages, this underneath to keep things from sliding. And I even put strips of these in between my plates and bowls. My boyfriend left me because he had to do this. He wasn't any good anyway, so. No, it's just my dishes are heavy, and you know what? I had new cupboards put in, and one morning I went out to the kitchen, and the bottom part of the cupboard was resting on my canisters. And I'm looking at them, and I'm thinking, what in the heck? So I turned around to look along the top of the cupboard, see if anything had fallen, because I didn't know what to make of this thing. So I opened up one side of the door, nothing fell. I opened the other side, stood back, and all the shelves were like this with all the dishes on them. Not one dish slipped or fell because I had rubber grip in between. My dishes are heavy ceramic dishes, and my floor is ceramic, and if my dishes, I don't care about the dishes breaking, but if it breaks up the ceramic floor, my homeowner's insurance is not going to cover that floor because the earthquake caused it. So if my dishes fall out and break up unless I have it special, insured, but I can't afford earthquake insurance because I work for the state. So I did a lot of things throughout my home to keep from this happening. And so what happened, the back panel of the shelves collapsed. They didn't have it secured all the way, so it made all the shelves do this thing. And the rubber grip saved my dishes, saved my tile, and it could save your knickknacks. And I have pottery. You can also get quake hold. And this stuff came from California. It's a putty, wax, and I made 3 little balls, put them on the bottom of my pottery, press it where you want it to be, and twist it to get the air out, and I dust around these things. When you really want to remove it, twist it, lift it, take the old off, clean it, and then start all over. Quake hold, you can get them at your emergency store, okay? Look it up online. Okay, so rubber grip liner, and so here's your house. On the very back, we'll give you a list of what all rubber grip liner can do throughout your home. So this stuff is wonderful. It will also tell you about hooks that you can lock, pictures on the wall, just all types of things. I have my bedroom that has pieces, and so I have crossbars connecting those pieces together, then I L-shape to keep from falling. And so go through your home. I've had people say, oh, I have this beautiful framed picture above my bed, I better move it. And I told them, if you like it there, do something to keep it there. Make sure your wall mirrors are connected good with wall mounts, and your food storage shelves should be secured, and your shelves out in this large, your cleaning goods, paints, food storage, you can use bungee cords, wood strip, wire, rope, whatever to keep things from falling. And if you put up mason jars, cur jars with fruit and vegetables, that's a lot of work. That is your food. Put cardboard strips in between those jars to keep them from clanging. And in the kitchen, take those heavy glass bowls off the top shelf, store them low, put the plastic above. So go through your home and make it safe. That's why I made up this piece of paper, because I am not going to let a few seconds do this and to keep from injury. I am hard of hearing. I hear noises. I don't know where it's coming from. It could be right behind me, and I get hurt. So it's peace of mind when you do things throughout your home. You know. In fact, I'm waiting for this earthquake. I want to see if everything's going to work. So, serious. So, go through your home and safe-proof it. And have all your emergency kits ready to grab, and you're out of there. Remember when I asked if you had a Band-Aid in your purse or wallet? A gentleman approached me after a presentation. He said, you know, Marilyn, I wished I had a Band-Aid in my wallet at work. I cut my hand wide open. It was bleeding all over. I needed 2 Band-Aids to butterfly it closed till I could get to first aid. And what he had with him was duct tape in his truck. And it stopped the bleeding. So duct tape is good. But when it was time to off his owie, he did not say happy words. Let a Band-Aid be a reminder. Everything you purchase at the store has an expiration date. Band-Aids get old, first aid ointments, shampoos, toothpaste, lotions, everything, food, water gets old. So keep track with a calendar, keep your kits updated. Now, a few of you can have Band-Aids in your purse or wallet. Thank you, everybody. Good luck in preparing and be ready to have. Thank you.